Unacademy. Let's crack it.
Chennai people are still being called as Madrasis. Okay, even though we have changed from Madras to Chennai. So, do you think that changing names really matters of streets, of towns?
Sir, any of the town which has a historical name and a historical significance and which draws its name from mythology or the ancient philosophies, sir, there the people have their feelings attached. So definitely if the name is changed to the previous ones, then the recognition of the place enhances. For example, sir, as you suggested, sir, in the case of Madras or in the case of Allahabad, we have seen the name changed to Prayagraj. So in that cases, sir, there are
What does it not put a huge amount of burden on the government exchequer? Do you have a rough idea how much expenditure is cost on account of change of names?
Sir, presently,
No
I'm
idea?
sorry, I do not have the
It
idea.
could be a few hundred crores of rupees.
Yes, sir.
So that is the one change can entail that much of expenditure.
Yes, sir.
So you still feel that if there is a religious or a cultural attachment with the old name, we should change it back to the old name.
Sir, if we take the example of Prayagraj, then it had been traditionally called as Prayagraj, and changing that name, sir, imbibes that feeling, and it will be helpful in drawing tourism and other forms of industrialization as well as benefits for the state. So yes, initially there would be a burden on the exchequer, but in the long term, it would be helpful in reviving the history.
Okay. Um, can you tell me, is Atmanirbhar Bharat an import substitute?
Sir, it cannot be entirely said as an import substitution. Sir, it basically means that on the critical aspects, we want to strengthen the industrialization and the production in our country, along with, sir, integrating the supply chains of India with the global output. So, sir, import substitution was the policy that we had been opting in the 1970s and 80s era, but now it is that India wants to be a deeper part of the global chain and to emerge as an export destination. For example, we have introduced programs like production linked incentive. So in that way, sir, it is not just import substitution, it is better interlinking of economy.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Arnav, you must have read in the newspaper that International Criminal Court (ICC)
Yes, sir.
has issued a arrest warrant against President Putin.
Yes, sir.
What does it mean? That means the moment he steps out of Russia, he will be arrested.
Sir, International Criminal Court as an organization is, as a statute, is accepted in some of the countries, but not all. So, for example, sir, India has not accepted the mandate of the ICC. So, if Mr. Putin steps out of Russia and goes into some of the country which are under the ICC, then he will undergo imprisonment, but not in countries like India who have not opted for the ICC.
Okay. Just read about it. Huh? Read more about it. It's not the correct answer. Anyway,
I'm sorry, sir, I will.
there's a lot of corruption in police department. IPS is your number 2
Yes, sir.
choice. Huh? And the cases of third-degree torture are becoming very frequent. Even custodial deaths are also becoming very common these days. So supposing you get into IPS service, what action will you take against such thing?
Sir, it is a sad state of affair, and if given the opportunity.
First, tell me whether is third-degree torture a legal, legitimate process or it is illegal in our country?
Sir, pardon me, I'm exactly unaware of
Okay.
this.
Whatever you know, you can just tell me.
Sir, in present, I do not think that it is legally permitted, the third degree of torture. But at times, to get these statements out of the witness, that is practiced, and it is a sad state. And if given the opportunity, sir, I will try to enhance the accountability of the officers and the transparency in the investigation mechanisms. Sir, where proper SOP designings could be there, its rationalization could be there. And sir, installation of CCTV cameras is a practical step that could help to enhance the police verification and investigation. So I will be working upon those steps, sir.